If you are in the market to buy or sell your home, land, or property, it is in your best interest to work with a professional that cares and keeps your best interest first always. Melissa Williams is your agent, very customer service oriented, knowledgeable in all steps in the delicate process of your investment, and here to turn your dreams to reality. Call her now, 253-293-1056. That's 253-293-1056. www.melissawilliams.com.
Hey you, yeah you, don't you deserve a newer vehicle for 2022? Go see Ralph at Max Auto Plus Tacoma. Good credit, bad credit, always with the lowest interest rates possible. Cars, trucks, SUVs, and everyone sees the Carfax. The best customer service ever. Log on to GoSeeRalph.com or call 253-230-1494. That's 253-230-1494. Oh, one more thing. Did you know you get $200 cash money if you bring Ralph a customer? What are you waiting on? Go see Ralph. Max Auto is located at 12918 Pacific Avenue, South Tacoma. Get up and go see Ralph.
All right. What is up out there? Oh, we got everything going. One, two. Everything's ready to go.
Let me see. Mic check. All right, I'm good. You good?
You're all good.
You're good.
We're good. Everybody's good.
Yes, sir.
You guys know what it is. We are back in the shop. Once again, guys, we want to thank you guys. This is Shopkulture. Thank you for rocking with us. And it has been a crazy last few weeks. First, man, let's do my introductions and we get all into the formalities. My tag team partner is on his way. We know what he does. He's coaching. You know that's Toon. And you know that's Toon. Nick.
Hold on.
Nick, there's some on the screen.
What's on the screen?
So you go live. Right
Oh, my bad.
there.
Yeah, you're good.
All right. So we are live, guys. And then we got our producer over there. That's Nick Jones.
Yo, what's going on, y'all?
Miss Julie Girl's with us. Hi, Miss Julie Girl.
The beautiful Julie Girl is in house.
And I'm Barry Crosby. This is Shopkulture, guys. And I want you to make sure, man, you guys coming in, make sure you guys say hello. Say what's up to us.
Yeah, man. Everybody who's tuning in from YouTube, please check us out.
Our YouTube, man.
Chime in on the chat.
And we want to, man, just say thank you guys for watching on your YouTube. The YouTube is kind of cracking.
Yeah,
it's getting there.
We're getting there.
And guys, I want to first and foremost, we had to take a few weeks off. I'm not sure. We're pretty sure everybody knows what's been going on with my life. My mother passed away a few weeks ago, and I'm gonna tell you, man, death is hard. Death is really, really hard. And one of the things during this time I had to learn was, you're going to grieve, and it's okay to grieve. And for myself, I never really had to deal with that on a personal level. And so, especially when it hits home. And so I know we were talking about it beforehand about the prayers and stuff like that. And I want to thank, because the prayers are the ones that actually got me through some of the hard times. And when you're going through those times, man, I know for me, I was really, really withdrawn, still am. And actually coming to the shop, it's really been the saving grace, because I don't think about it as much. It's those moments late at night, when your mind is really, still, and you think about the person that, for me, is my mother.
And that's moms, man.
That's moms.
Man.
And that hits, man. That hits. But I was blessed to have my mother, though, for 83 years. And so...
she lived a long, beautiful life.
And so, man, I'm thankful for that.
Have you... I don't know. This is a strange question. I've never... Because as you know, I lost my Nana back in January. very instrumental, vital, important person in my life, right? And I was the only one in the fam that didn't go to the funeral.
Oh, wow.
Because I just couldn't stomach seeing my grandmother in a box. You know, my grandmother was full of life, and that's all I knew. So to see her in a box like that, it just I couldn't bring myself to do it. So in that, have you started your grieving process, or are you still kind of like, I don't know how to ask this question, but I mean, you get what I'm saying, right, Julie? You know, those of y'all that's watching that's lost a loved one, like, do y'all understand what I'm trying to?
What are the 5 stages? Yeah. Yeah. What are the 5 stages? Well, to answer your question, probably not, because I've been, kind of working on things, putting together my mother's memorial and funeral and whatnot. So probably haven't really. But what I know for me is going to be an ongoing process, and it's going to be a process that's never going to end and never going to stop. And so what I'm going to try to do is, just live my life thinking about her and just having those memories of the times that we did share.
All those values.
And, man, the moral compass. Yeah. And that's it, man. And it's been really hard because, like I said, we lost my mother-in-law a month ago, then got my mother. It's just, and you get hit with things. But, man, I think that helps strengthen you as an individual and as a person. I know how you handle things. So, Toon, talk to us.
Man, what's good? Man, first off, hold on. I ain't got a chance to love on you.
I know, man. I know, brother.
I love you, brother.
I love you too, man. And I want to thank, because I know I haven't returned nobody's calls really, so I do appreciate it, because a lot of people have called, so I haven't forgot about y'all.
We played phone tag for
3
days?
Oh, we did.
Nah, man, but in those times, man, I lost my dad, 7 years ago.
Oh, damn.
Me too.
Wow, that's
7 years ago.
Damn, you guys.
And it,
you know what? Same time, baby.
Yeah, and it feels, like I said, I'm saying 7 years, but I'm like, it feels like 6 months ago. Feels like yesterday. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna lie to you, man. I'm not even sure that I've gotten over it. I don't think I ever have or ever will. I still find myself in moments just crying for no reason.
That void.
Yeah. So, yeah. Well, what's going on, y'all? What's going on, people? Sorry I was late. Y'all know where I'm at, man. It's game week. We got our first scrimmage coming up this week, so I had to take a little bit of extra time to try to get my young guys right, ready. Man. So, responsibilities, man. But blessed to be here, man. And again, man, my condolences to your beautiful queen, man. And she was a queen, man. She was a queen.
Yeah. Just a great woman. Great woman, man. Taught a lot of values, and like all you mothers out there, especially the mothers we have in Shopkulture, we have some damn good parents, and I want to recognize that and acknowledge that, because there's some good queens out there, kings, doing what they're supposed to, and it helps because you see it and you can really look at it like as a parent. Like I was just looking at some of the responses, and the love, that we have as a community, sometimes we don't recognize that, and we have a community here, and it helps you get through times like this, because, man, that depression hits you.
Ooh, yeah. And the 5 stages of grief: denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. I think I'm going through all of that.
I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I still think I'm stuck somewhere between anger and depression. I'm not sure that I'll ever reach acceptance.
Let's talk about the anger part. Like, what exactly are you? Do you find yourself angry at God or angry at you?
I'm not gonna lie. You know what? I found myself literally cussing God out. I've been mad at my dad.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you're right.
You can be honest, man. At these moments you got to be honest with yourself. And I'm not gonna lie, man. Like for the longest, I couldn't even go up there. My dad's up there in Tahoma at the military cemetery. You know what I'm saying, at the memorial. Yeah. And I couldn't even go up there, dude. It probably took me almost a year.
You see, and like I said, I couldn't go to the funeral.
Yeah.
I just.
So are you in anger too?
I'm angry at the fact that I'll never get to hear my grandmother's voice. I'll never be able to, be in her presence. Like, that's weird for me. You know, all my life, I've always known that I can pick up the phone and call her or go and see her, touch her, you know, love on her, her love on me, and for that to just be gone, like, it pisses me off because it's just like, what the fuck? Yeah. But at the same time, my grandmother was 73, and she got hit with cancer, and it was like cancer that you couldn't do anything about. Yeah. It was like
that happened to my uncle.
It went like to instant stage 4 or some
like,
shit like that.
Literally, my uncle passed earlier this year, beginning of the year, and found out he had cancer, and in a week he was stage 4.
Right. Yep.
And had 3 other cancers.
Yeah. And that's what happened.
My grandmother had like a stomach cancer, and then we found out she had brain cancer. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It was that, and then it just happened so fast. And I appreciate you because I think we had because this was around the time that I was contemplating.
We had
going
to talk
back to even go and see my peoples because
you remember what I said?
I did. I'm the black sheep of my family, so it took 13 years for me to be like, let me go see my mom, and then in that I get to see my grandmother and sibling. That was the last time I seen her, and it was just like, damn.
And aren't you grateful?
I am.
Yeah.
Because had I not did that, I'd be, I don't know.
Yes.
I honestly don't know, like, where I would be if I did not make that trip. And she ended up, passing in the way that she did.
Yeah.
So.
It's crazy because I know we were talking about it in here, and you know how you get those feelings, and I'm like, okay, she's going to make it because, my mother's, she's a champ. She's going to get through this. And it's just crazy when it happens. It just happens. It was surreal, man. It's a real moment. 3 o'clock in the morning, I already knew. This was crazy.
Yeah, I'm not sure that, like, they say you prepare yourself, but I'm not sure that you ever can really prepare.
No.
I don't care. You know what I'm saying?
103 is still.
Yeah, it hurts. Julie, what about your talk about?
Well, I was angry for 5 years.
You were angry at,
I was
can
angry,
we ask who it was?
I was angry at family because I had held a grudge, so I didn't see my dad for a year.
Oh.
And then I was mad at my dad, but I'm in the bargaining stage, meaning what if I would have known I could have done something, or I'm gonna do this or that to, like you said, I'm gonna just live through your and so that's the bargaining stage. So, and I'm thinking, if I would have known, I could have done something. If I would have known, I could have helped made it better. If I would have known, I could maybe prevented something. So 7 years later, I'm still in the bargaining, and I have not yet to accept it. I think in the last year, I would even talk as if he was gone, because I used to spoke about him as if he was still here. So it confused people. Because I thought your dad passed, but I would speak as if he was still here. And so within the last year, I'm starting to accept and coming out of the bargaining, but I know I'm still in the bargaining stage. Yeah.
Let me ask you guys, do you question your faith now after this process, dealing with grief?
No.
No?
I did.
You did? Can you explain?
Well, go ahead.
I want you to talk about
I'm gonna just be honest. I felt cheated. I felt robbed.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, just speaking on my dad. We only speak on the other family members that I've lost. I lost my sister recently.
Oh shoot, bro.
Yeah. But just with my father, like, I feel cheated. I see, as a coach, you see all these grandparents and you see all these granddads coming to their grandsons' games and all that, and I think, like, my dad is gonna miss the best years of his grandsons' football, like, of their lives. He's gonna miss all of that, so I feel cheated.
Well, in the physical state, because spiritually he's here, he's looking, he's seeing it.
It's not the same.
I
hear what
to
you're
me,
saying.
I hear what you're saying, but I'm gonna just be real with you. Like, me personally, I almost hate that saying.
Oh, really?
I do, because I don't feel it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not the same. Like Nick said, man, and it'll never feel the same. And I can't fix that, and I can't do anything about that, and I can't give my children, you know what I'm saying, the grandfather that they deserved. You know what I'm saying?
So you're almost more sad for your children.
I think it's sad
because they'll never get to know the
But you
man
said
that
for
he
yourself
knew.
too, though.
But
So,
then that's just one part of it. What about all these? I was married at a really young age. You know what I'm saying? So obviously that didn't work out. Whatever. But all that family time. You know what I'm saying? Like you I almost get mad when I see people with their fathers. Like I'm just gonna be honest and real with you. I'm still that angry. I still feel that cheated. That when I see people with their fathers, I get angry because it hurts.
Speaking of, to piggyback off what Toom is saying, I'm pissed off at myself because I took 13 years.
Yep. You
know what I'm saying? Like, off some foul shit, I pulled away from my family because at the time, I had this chip on my shoulder. I was like, 17, 18? Y'all think I'm not going to get out here and make it on my own? Okay, I'm going to prove y'all niggas wrong. My nana didn't have nothing to do with that. That was like what was going on in my intermediate family with my mom and her then husband and the goofy shit that I was going through at the time. But in that, other family members paid, they suffered and paid the price in me just being absent. And my nana was one of those individuals. And, it took me that long to be like, you know what, go see what's up with your peoples. And then I do that, come back home, come back here, Seattle, and I'm in the midst of planning my trip to go back out to Memphis because that's where my fam is at. And then we get hit with this news that she gets hit with like 2 forms of cancer, and next thing you know, she's gone. So, me being angry, it's at myself more than anything because it's just like you could have, within that time frame, you could have went and
so anger and
had
guilt.
more moments. Right.
Guilt.
You could have had more moments, but because of whatever the type BS you was on, you missed out. And you will never get that again.
Real quickly, let's, can we have some
I've been,
comments.
I've been flashing the comments.
Oh, have you? Okay.
This is like the newest one here. No, I don't. William, what's up, William? William says, no, I don't question it. I look at it as a part of life. You don't live forever. It's out of our control. You can be here today and gone tomorrow, is my mindset. Angela says, what's up, Angela? Thank you for tuning in. She says, it's not the same. My children never got to meet my father. I'm going to comment on that real quick. And it hurts even now. I hurt for them because he was an amazing man and he passed at 39 years. Oh, man, that's young. 39 years old from cancer. This is one of the things my Nana told me. She was like, Nicholas, it's time. Time for what, Nana? What are you talking? It's time for you to have a kid. It's just time. And I know one day I'm gonna end up having one, but the fact that they'll never get to meet her, that crushes me. That really fucks me up. So,
real quickly, guys, thank you guys for tuning in to Shopkulture. And comment on this. We're talking about death and loss and grief, and how do you do it, and how you deal with it. As we know, the older we become, it does become a reality. Our loved ones are going to pass. How you deal with that?
I'm probably not doing it in the most healthiest of ways because what I've been doing is just, I know it's happened, but let me just bury myself in work and other aspects of life so I can forget about it.
That's what I've been, and you're right.
And I know that can't be healthy because when it hits you,
it does hit you.
I don't know how that's gonna, really affect me.
Trying to work it out, trying to, get my mind off of it, but you're gonna have to deal with it.
It's still fresh, though.
Yeah, I know, but still.
You have to give yourself that grace.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just man, I think it also opens my eyes about, even though it was out of my mother's control, it's just about health in general. You start having realities and you start looking at your health and what you can do more and better of.
Mm-hmm.
And so this eye-opening and life-changing moments that happen with death, I think we all have that, I said, coming to life type of situations. Right. What was anybody's What changes did anybody else make?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was a 2-time cancer survivor myself,
Thank you.
so that opens my eyes, and it gave me that reality that we're not entitled to time. And I really try to be in the present moment, because I never was the type to look into the future. But when you get hit with the word cancer in my 20s, and then again when I was 30, I was always living a healthy lifestyle, so I was angry, to see people that I knew that didn't live healthy lifestyles. But it made me wake up and really appreciate the present, and I'm always speaking on the present, saying lessons from the past, apply it to your present so you can plan for your future, but knowing we're not entitled to tomorrow. And so it's like, okay, like I'm spontaneous with you, even when I call, like, we're gonna do this.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll do this later. Nope, let's go today.
She just bullied me.
I just bully you, yeah,
I
because
was just like,
because we're not entitled to tomorrow, and I need you to know I'm here for you today. I'm here by your side today. I'm here to support you today, not tomorrow, because we're not entitled to tomorrow. So today you're gonna feel me.
That's real right there.
That's real.
It also made me, what you're saying is to really recognize and realize and acknowledge relationships and be a better friend in relationships, because like you said, it is no guarantee. And I don't want my last memory to be that of a negative situation or for whatever negativity that's around it, whatever it is. I want to make sure that I have positive interactions. So I'm going to do better at that.
That's a good one. I like that. That's real. I like that.
Yeah. So guys,
I need to work on that myself.
Yeah.
I have to do that myself.
Yeah, it's something, man. It is something. And I also want to acknowledge, I think a couple of people said that we had some other people that were dealing with loss in the group. And so our condolences to the losses that you have in there. And we're praying with you. And yeah, it's tough, man. Man, it's hard to get up sometimes at night or in the morning or whatever. That's crazy. Man, you think you're so mentally tough about things. And
You're right. You think you're tough.
I'm not,
you think
man.
You're strong, man.
I know.
And then it hits you. You realize, how small you really are in the grand scheme.
Yeah. Real quickly, and this is my last one on this. Did it change any of your perspective about the afterlife, where we go after death? Do you guys think about that now? Or you didn't?
No, I didn't really.
I find myself fixated on that.
No.
I still
Crazy.
We've had our talks about religion personally. You know what I'm saying? I won't even get into it here, but definitely, I'm gonna just leave it at that and just say definitely.
Definitely,
It's definitely a thought now.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if I end up messing around, I have a very I'm already over analytical about things. It's the Virgo in me. In my attempts to stay 10, 20, 100 paces ahead of the game. So when it comes to stuff like death and just what we're talking about right now.
Do you get morbid with it, or do you get...
I can get morbid with it. I can get pretty dark. When I was filtering out after the protests, as you know, from the time they started all the way up until they ended, I was there. And it didn't hit me until, the trauma of it all didn't hit me until after. And I had to stay away from people because, the thought processes that I was having was unhealthy. It was like, go to work, go home. You don't need to be talking to nobody because, So with this, we're talking about death, a loved one, someone who was close to me, near and dear to my heart, my grandmother. So I just didn't. That's why I've been telling you, I haven't even started the grieving process because I don't know. I don't know how
I'm thinking about. I'm fascinated with it. I always kind of had a fascination, but now it's even grown. I was like, where do we go?
Is it real?
Yeah, is it real?
Is it real?
But then so I said heaven, but then I was reading something and a guy made a great point. We don't remember when we were born. We don't remember none of that beforehand. So where are we? We don't know.
I just know
afterwards, where are we? Where are we going?
My grandmother was very strong in her faith, so I know that based on just her belief systems and religion and things of that nature, I know she's where she wants to be. The place that she believed in the most and how she walked her life here on this plane of existence. So that's what helps me,
Keep going.
That modicum of information is what helps me along.
I envy you. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I envy you so much. Especially even growing up in the church like I did. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then
Did too.
For death, losing so many close family. I lost my oldest brother in 2013. I lost my dad in 2015. And I lost my sister just a few months ago. So death hits me different.
Does it hit you hard?
It like Nick, I'm very analytical. I overthink everything. So
And that can be dangerous at times.
man, and I'm not gonna lie, it's changed the way I like you said, it's changed the way I've thought about the afterlife. It's changed what I think about religion. It's definitely changed my faith. It rocked me. It changed who I was.
Are you scared about
death?
Yes.
You know what scares me about death? Only thing that scares me about death is leaving my kids too early.
Me too.
Right? You know me, bro. You know how I used to live my life, right? And I used to walk a very fine line close to that edge. So death is never, I'm blessed to see 37. You know what I'm saying? Because I never thought I would see 16 years past 21. You know what I mean?
A lot of people like that too.
Sidebar, I truly believed that by 18, 21, I'd be dead. Like, I knew it. And I was like, man, please. The way my uncles, my brothers, and everybody, a lot of the males in my family, I knew it. I'm 21, what?
Mm-hmm.
So when 21 hit, it was a shock. And 37 is a blessing. So death is death. It's coming. My only fear is that I didn't do enough to help my community, to help my kids, right? That's the biggest fear for me, is that did I make an impact? If I leave tomorrow, what's my legacy? What do I leave behind? And are my sons and daughter, are they prepared for that moment? And that's what scares me.
And I relate to that a little bit because y'all know I don't have kids, but my thing is I want kids. So for me to leave and not even give back in that, aspect. And then again, legacy, damn, what would my legacy be? I don't want to go too damn soon. I'm not done yet. So, but other than that, I don't really.
I'm with you. I
think too much into it because it's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's not really the fear of it; it's the fear of what I'm leaving.
What you're leaving behind.
Right.
No, I'm with you. I think with me is I want to leave my children or my son in a better place than I am, meaning has a financial, emotional. He's just better off, and I think that's so important to look out and plan those type of things. So just planning like my estate or whatnot, and making sure
you're passing on the lessons.
Lessons,
right?
Lessons.
The right lessons, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
planning.
I'm like that with like what
Toombs said regarding leaving your kids beforehand, but it's did I give enough love? Did I give enough kindness? That's what I want to be. That's what I would want to be remembered of.
Prepare for your exit.
No.
Well, so here's the thing, right? I would again, like I said, my dad left 2015, and it broke me so much that I couldn't even plan his funeral. I couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? To the point, it hurt me so much. Now, when my mom and my sisters and my mom is trying to prepare us, they don't include me in the conversation because I literally would just leave the room if they start talking about that. All right, we done now? Let me know when you guys are done.
And I'm the opposite. I'm the one doing it, and I'm telling you how hard.
bro.
It's
again, but you know what?
it's
though?
hard as hell, bro.
I envy your inner strength, brother.
It's
because
not.
because you know what though. But here's the thing. On the other hand of it, I sit back and know that's something that a son should have done. I'm his oldest son, my dad's oldest son. That's something that I should have done, right? And I feel like even though it's a small experience, I robbed myself of that experience, of that small last connection. Now maybe it means nothing to some, right? And maybe some will say, well, Aunt, it's not a big deal, but to me it is, because I watched him be a single father and do everything, right? He deserved that from me, and I couldn't do it.
I mean,
It's a harsh reality
It is,
because
man.
I'm the oldest. Period. Mom's kid, dad's kid. I'm the oldest. So I don't have a relationship with my father, so that's null and void. But with my mother, I'm going to have to be there front and center for that.
It's hard.
And I know
It's
on
hard.
the same hand, for my mother, I'm going to have to be the one.
That's
Because I know my sisters will be a wreck. My little brothers won't be able to do it.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to be that guy.
Yeah. It's a hard reality that you have to step up. There's times I'm just like, I don't know how what I'm. It's just
Listen, there was days
unbelievable.
where I didn't know. I was surprised you were standing some days, brother. But like I said, man, I envy your strength. My guy.
It's
Man,
tough.
this is why I was saying whatever time we need to take from the pod, we can do
Yeah,
that.
I thought y'all wasn't gonna see us for a month.
Man, because
We gotta keep it.
I couldn't
Y'all
imagine.
think the man sitting next to me because me and Nick were prepared to take as
Yeah.
long as we needed to, man.
Because
Well-
losing your mom-in-law and then your mother like back to back like that, man, nah.
Well, man, I looked at it. If my son can, I tell him all the time, knuckle up. So this is what we have to do sometimes. We have to knuckle,
You
and
ain't
it's
dying,
tough.
You ain't bleeding.
Yeah.
The hell you crying for? Get your ass
And
up.
so we got to do it. My mother would probably tell me the same thing. You got to keep going, man. So this is what we got to do. This is what we signed up for, and we here. So
All right, well, very informative and emotional topic, but I'm glad that we
Very
were able
much.
to sit down and give our experiences and keep it together because, man, that was no for real because
that's real right there, though.
That was the most that I've ever actually put out in regards to just me dealing with my death in the family. So
Look, I'm gonna have a moment in the car.
it's
I'm
just-
gonna have to go.
I'm gonna be up all night, so I know my moment. Yeah,
Yeah, so but
That's crazy.
That being said, we're gonna go ahead and
But let's move
to
on.
the next topic.
and guys, thank you guys for tuning in. You guys know this is Shopkulture.
All right,
We always got to
so
plug. Come on, it's reality, man.
we gotta get this show on the road. Can a relationship with no gender roles work? As you see here in the meme, a relationship with no gender roles. We both hustle, we both clean, we both cook, we both pay, and we both spoil each other. Again, can a relationship with no gender roles work? I've heard from the fellas and ladies that they ultimately need that traditional setting where a man has, his lane and what he needs to do as far as that traditional criteria is concerned as it pertains to that man, and vice versa with the woman. Then you have others that don't think that there should be any, gender roles applied at all. It's, we're both in this together, and, this is how our household, our foundation is going to work. So that being said, what are y'all
somebody
thoughts
asked
on
me
that?
a real question, and I do want to answer it. Penny said, "How's my son dealing with it?" Real quickly, I'm going to tell you, he tried to put on that tough face.
Of course.
Because he seen, especially when he seen Dad hurting, his mother hurting, we were hurting, and he did what a good son I think thinks that he's helping, but what really helped me is when he let the emotion out.
Yeah.
Because then I'd seen that he felt it. He felt that realness and that pain. And yeah, so it was tough, and he's taking it, but he's going through a lot. It is a tough thing to lose both in a month. So
My nephew called me. I need to see that kid. I ain't seen him.
Yeah.
I need to see that kid.
yeah, so
Please.
so it's tough, Penny. And so Penny, how you doing too? Condolences to Penny. She lost somebody close to her, so I'm praying for you too.
Man, shout out to my guy
All right,
Jacob, man. Hey, good work at practice today, kiddo. I love you,
killed
boy.
it?
Good work, man.
Okay, he killed it.
That boy's a hitter, man. That boy's a hitter.
He's ready. Okay, so we're
So
talking
what?
about gender. Okay.
So what are y'all thoughts on this topic?
Gender, man, I don't know if that would ever work. I just think that there has to be. I don't know if it would work. I think people have a defined.
So you're saying in your relationship that she needs to
We're back to it.
We back to it exactly.
We back to Shopkulture, man.
Hold on, too. All that kumbaya is done now.
Listen, ain't no more love. Listen, I loved
It
her when I walked
was,
in
it
the
was
door.
only a matter of time.
Yeah, you know how we getting it.
You know I got to be me, man. You know what I'm
But
saying?
you, honestly though, because I want to hear.
No, I think that all
Your thoughts on this?
relationships have a gender role that's in it. Now, whether or not we agree or disagree, that's I think a different topic. But I think there are gender roles in a relationship. Period. There's going to be some obligation that's going to be defined by you're the man and you're the woman. It is. So that's just how I see it.
June?
Y'all know Toom is very non-traditionalist. Y'all know I ain't having it. God damn it. Listen, I need the equality. You know, but because again, I don't mind cooking. I don't, you know what I'm saying? All of that. Mm-hmm. Again, when we speak to gender roles, man, I think it's so biased in a sense. You know
It's
what I'm
very
saying?
biased.
Like it's like we lock into the man's got to be this, the woman's got to be this. You know what I'm saying? The man, like that to me is so silly. You know what I'm saying? Again, hey, it works for some. Not knocking it. Live your life the way you want to live it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never wanted to knock it. But my thoughts is like, I need that equality. You know what I'm saying? Like all of that. Oh, you're the man, do this. You're the man, do that. Well, you're the woman, do this. God damn it. Because if that's the case, then when I say sit down, be quiet, then it.
And you know that ain't gonna happen. You know that ain't gonna happen.
See what I'm
But
saying?
we know that there's times where they need to do that. I say, yeah.
Wait. You guys have lost me already. Wait.
Hold on.
How?
Time out.
That's why.
Hold on. Let me
niggas,
ask.
come on, my boy here. Come on now, talk to your boy.
How?
So
Hey, that's a fact.
why should a woman
But-
sit down?
but-
Wait, why
but
should a
so
woman
men
sit
should
down
too.
and be quiet?
because
For what reason?
because there are times where a woman can get you hemmed up in a situation you need not be in. For example, and I wish I had the video to show you guys. There was a situation in Atlanta. There was a situation in Atlanta where they were apparently they were in a park after hours where they should not have been at. It was,
Oh man, I
Did you
seen
see
that
that?
I
joint,
didn't see it.
bro. I seen that
no,
joint.
I gotta see it.
and the officer was issuing.
Hold on,
this
really quick before you even go in. The crazy part about it is when you read the headline, it really did seem like the officer was being overbearing, like that was the major headline. Because
Okay.
I seen two different. I seen the shortcut of it, and then because they
You
were
seen the
saying
extended cut.
Yeah, it was. They were saying it was police brutality and
It
over
was none of
excessive
that.
and all of this. Again. We us as black folks, we so quick to jump to jump to
racist,
somebody's
yep.
right. Oh, it's
Yep.
the cops. It definitely was wrong.
Yep.
But it was a black officer.
I was
So-
about to say
Go ahead, Nick.
the
This
officer
was a
was
good one right here.
the officer was definitely black. Again, we're talking about Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? So he was very and y'all know I don't.
And he was
I don't-
cool at first.
I don't fuck with cops, law. I don't do none of that. You know what I'm saying? But this, there's a rare instance where you got those that'll they do their job. We'll just say that. And he was doing his job. He was just like, look, all you got to do is just sign this
the ticket. Like,
and then go on about
Y'all
your
know
business.
how folks get. I'm not signing
And-
no ticket. I'm not guilty. Well, it ain't got nothing to do with you being guilty or not.
She was being insubordinate. That's
He
just
gave her 3 times.
Yes,
3 times on.
She's
on the
asking
extended
for
version.
his badge number and all, which is cool. But she's doing like the most.
But
right?
he gave it to her.
and he did like 2 different times, and it got to a point where she just got at it. She copped the attitude, and she was just doing the most. Where he
I'm
was
not
like,
gonna sign this ticket. He
right.
said, "Well."
And the dude and the dude that she was with, I don't.
He
know if
signed
it's-
the ticket.
He signed his ticket, and he was just like, "Look, just
He tried to tell her sign the
but
ticket.
she was not doing that. She was hell bent on running her mouth. And any other officer, we'll just keep it a buck, a white officer,
Could have slammed her, hemmed her.
would have
up.
shot her because there was a point where she just turned around and went off to her whip to get whatever she was getting. And it was just like, now if that was anybody else, she would have got shot. She would have been, she'd be dead.
No, I understand what you're saying, but I guess
So-
I don't understand
Okay, I
her
got you.
role.
Listen.
What's her role?
I'm just
She
saying
shouldn't
that-
have to be quiet. I mean, I understand what you're saying.
In
I
that
get-
instance, B, she should have been quiet.
but that's not to me. That's not a man and woman thing. That's just because I've been with my partners that I could tell.
It definitely was a man and woman thing. We just told you that the man that she was with was trying to get her to understand where they were at.
So hold on.
But how's that a gender thing,
Let me
though?
finish the story. Hold on. Let me
Okay.
finish the story then.
Hold on.
So what ended up happening is she ends up getting arrested, right? And as she's getting arrested,
Right.
her boyfriend or husband, whoever he is now begging Officer, please, officer, please, officer, please.
I
officer,
understand
please.
that.
Now
Yes.
we're speaking about relationship and gender roles, right?
Yes.
Now we're speaking on your man. Again,
So you never been with a partner that right? That's all I'm saying. It's not a gender thing, then, right? You've been with partners, dudes that have done the same thing.
But you're missing Nick's point.
Yeah,
Nick's
you're definitely
point,
missing the point.
Nick's point is to when you're in a situation with a woman,
It's
and
different.
and she
Number
begins to
one.
be belligerent or loud in all in excess in that situation,
that could lead to something dangerous.
and now both of them could have ended up arrested.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And when
No, I understand that.
Okay.
Yeah, I understand that.
So what he's saying is that he's saying there are times in those situations where you're out with your lady, you're at club or something, and a dude, grab her butt or something, and she get to acting up, knowing she not gonna fight. But now the dude turn around and he's all brolic and ready to go. Who has to step in and take that ass whipping?
or
serve one.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay, yeah.
So what Nick is saying, that's where he's talking about relationship and gender roles and being quiet. That's why he said it wasn't about necessarily the gender roles. You're combined. You're out of context of what he's saying. He's saying is at some times women need to be quiet. That's what he's saying, and that's what he's saying. This is why. That's his reasoning for those moments when you're in a situation with your lady.
I understand. I understand what you're saying. I disagree with that totally. I just think that is a relationship and a respect thing. A woman that you're with, a woman I would never do nothing like that. Would a woman you're with, would she do that?
Are you setting a tone? Wait.
In a park, it would be belligerent, acting like.
But hold on. But here's the thing, though.
But no, answer that. Would somebody that you were with would act like that in the park?
I can't say that they wouldn't.
They wouldn't. You wouldn't put up with that.
But again, so there's a gender role. As a man, you just said you wouldn't put up with that, right? From your partner, from your woman. That is gender role.
Facebook user, I agree. I don't understand it either. But okay, they say
that's not. That's not what anybody's saying. That's not what anybody's saying. She was not grabbed at first. She wasn't grabbed. She wasn't accosted. The officer.
No, he's saying he's giving another example. You're giving another example.
Yeah.
We're just giving it.
No, that's not. Nope, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that. I didn't make the statement. I didn't say women should or shouldn't be quiet.
Yeah.
I didn't say it at all.
Simply giving a hypothetical, but the root example is what I presented, where you had a black couple who was approached by law enforcement, and all they had to do was sign a ticket in which the woman was being extra and not signing said ticket, which led to her arrest. A very, pretty rough arrest at that. It could have been something different if it was in a black police officer who had given her grace.
In a park in the middle of the night.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. No, I understand
So
what
that's
you're
all I'm
saying.
saying. There's
Woman
certain-
or a man would have got left. It doesn't matter whether you're a woman or a man. Your ass would have got left. Is what I'm saying.
Listen.
That's all.
And I agree
so
with you.
that's why
Listen,
you're saying that. I'm not.
See, here's the thing.
But more
I see
than
what you're
likely.
saying. You're saying is you wouldn't date a person that acts like that, right? But there are. But let's not act like they're not men.
I agree.
Or women that do.
They do that.
And I'm not saying they should or shouldn't be quiet. That ain't my problem.
No.
That's not my business, right? I ain't got nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying?
And knowing how you run yours, you're not gonna allow that.
I'm not.
So I don't even know why you're not.
But I'm giving examples.
Yeah.
I'm giving examples of things
you're
that I've seen.
What about that? You're like, hell no. I'm leaving. You're leaving too. You can stay there and argue what you want. I'm out.
It was beyond leaving. It signed the damn ticket.
Yeah.
That's all it was. So.
Again, I see what you're saying, Nick.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying, B.
Yeah.
Again, two sides of the coin, but again, you're missing the context, I think, of what Nick is
No,
trying
I understand. Exactly what I understand is that sometimes when women can get out of hand, they should be able to listen to.
But men too.
That's all I'm saying too.
Because we done been in the club and your homeboy start some shit and you got to back him up because you know that nigga don't bust a grape.
That's why I said it's not a gender. To me, it's not a gender. It's just a person because men and women do the same thing sometimes.
I agree with you.
And if I'm with you and you starting to no, man.
Listen, I agree with you. I was just trying to get you to understand where.
No, I understand what he's saying because
because
he got a point. You got a point.
I was about to say, it didn't sound like you understood where I was coming from.
I understood completely. I just couldn't believe that you said it was
All
a
right.
gender. I'm like, okay, so a woman should be quiet because
in certain situations, yes. In certain situations, unless you're dealing with niggas, but I'm just saying in certain situations, yes, they should just, like you were saying earlier to him, sit down and be quiet. If I want you to sit down and be quiet, you should sit down and be quiet.
That's what I'm saying. If we're going to go off gender roles,
right?
If we're going off traditional gender roles, right? And so when I come home from work. Dinner better be on the plate.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? House should be cleaned, right? As long as the grass cut, the cars, you know what I'm saying? The bills is paid, all of that other stuff, right? Again, I like what William said in his comment. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but he's more speaking to just using your strength, right? I don't think necessarily. Again, I'm a cooker.
But what did the meme say? The meme says, should all gender. There are going to be instances where. Put up the meme again. What
I about to say, because we did kind of get away from
yeah,
what you were talking
you really
about.
did.
But
because what the meme
that's what I'm trying to go
different.
different. If you would have let me finish,
yeah.
I'm trying to go back to what the meme is talking about.
I'll pull it up.
If you would have let me finish.
Go ahead,
You know
too.
what I'm saying? Go ahead, throw that back up. Right? So it says we both hustle, we both clean, we both cook, we both pay. Again, it's speaking to the strengths, right? It's speaking to, okay, so now we're both going to combine, we're both going to hustle, we're both going to do all of that. Like William was saying in his marriage is that they go off their strength. He does certain things that are his strengths. His wife does certain things that are her strengths. William, we know that, William is a chef. So I don't know if he does or doesn't, but I would assume that he probably does a lot of the cooking in the house, unless, he just is tired of it when he gets home.
Yeah.
But, I would assume that, that's one of his roles. But normally that's a role assigned to the female gender, is it not?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So that's why I'm saying I don't as a non-traditionalist, I don't necessarily think, you need traditional gender roles. Hey, the woman needs to cook, clean, and take care of the kids, and the man got to do work and take, make this and do this and do that. Well, what if your woman's a mechanic?
But
what if your woman is a car mechanic?
My thoughts exactly.
Are you going to go fix the car when she has more expertise in that area?
Are you going to go and pay some other man to do it?
But guys, I totally understand what you're saying. But again, if you look at what the meme says,
the
meme says traditional gender roles. There's still roles in that. There's still going to be roles. He's saying he does do some of the roles that men do. That's what he said at the beginning of what William Mark said.
If you read the whole comment, you cannot take pieces of the comment and just and add in what you want. You have to take the whole context.
Right.
He says, I do this, this, and this, but there are things that I do that we just work on each other's strengths. So again, if your woman is a mechanic, and it's normally a man's gender role to fix the cars and get the cars fixed and do all of that, are you going to overstep her expertise to be a man?
That's for you.
That's what I'm asking.
Is that a yes or no for you? Given
what from my standpoint on it, there's still going to be certain things that as a man that I'm going to do. I don't know what my strengths or her strengths or weaknesses is. If I'm in a relationship,
you're not answering the question.
Hold on. Hypothetically, what Toom just posed is the question. If the your woman is mechanically inclined, you're not. Are you going to not let her work on the car or whatever because
let me finish too. What I'm going to say is what are traditional roles like that? We don't know exactly what the traditional. We're going on traditional.
Wait, what?
Traditional roles like how?
The traditional role would be the man is the guy who goes and gets up under the hood of the car. In this sense, you're not that guy. Your chick, however, is mechanically inclined to get up under said hood to do whatever work that needs to be done. In that, because of you and your beliefs in the traditional role, gender roles, right?
That wasn't what I said, though.
You did say that.
No, what I said on the meme. Hold on. What I said on the meme is there has to be certain roles that are going to be traditional. I said certain roles. If you go back and look at what I said,
then I'm
asking
you about certain, and I'm asking
roles.
About certain roles.
Certain. I don't know what you guys keep saying that I said tradition. All this
because that's what you started. I said certain. What you started off with.
I've been saying certain for I don't know how long.
When we got on the topic, you started off with that.
We can rewind it back. I said certain. There are going to be certain traditional roles in a relationship.
So so let's narrow this down. What is certain for you? What are the certain traditional roles for you? I'm just saying. I'm trying to get clarity here because you provided it to him. You've provided an excellent example that he still hasn't answered.
Not at all.
So it's
hold on. We're talking about gender roles, right? So a traditional gender role of a man is to be the mechanic. That's why most mechanics up until
so are you gonna work? Hold on. So she's not working?
What? She can work and be a mechanic? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about working at a job. She can't work at a job?
I didn't say that.
You asked me like traditionalist. I didn't not a traditional.
And you're still missing my point. Hold on. You're still missing my point.
Two things can exist at the same time. She can be mechanically inclined and have a 9 to 5. So in that scenario, she has a 9 to 5, but she's also mechanically inclined. Let's just say that's just her thing. She just knows her way around the car. But because you are of the traditional mindset, right? No, don't. Hold on. Because that's what you said.
You said it. I said there's certain gender roles. God. Okay. You guys don't listen.
Right.
I don't listen, but I can do it. Word for word.
Two. Say what? Say what? Say what? Okay, so I'm gonna go back.
There are certain roles.
I'm gonna go back to my question then. What are the certain roles? Cooking, laundry. Like, what's the certain roles?
What's the traditional roles as a man that you're gonna take?
Right.
Give me that.
So if we go out, I'll take care of. We go out to dinner. If we open the door, those are certain traditional roles. I'm
Just
talking
two?
about. I'm just giving you
Just two?
two separate.
Are you going to give me more than two?
That's the only ones I can think of right now.
I'll bring up the meme again.
Bring up the meme.
Oh.
Two all over the. Oh, you said
so
traditional.
we got cleaning the house, cooking, paying. You spoke to that. Spoiling each other, fixing things around the house. What if she's like a carpenter or whatever, where she can fix things around the house and you can't? Are you not going to allow her to do that and instead hire a man to do it? Because
it said a relationship with no gender roles. No gender roles.
Okay.
You said gender roles. I said no gender roles. All I said was there's roles. There's going to be gender roles.
But
that's all I said.
The overall question, though, is...
No, it's not no overall. That's what we did it on the meme,
It says
bro.
it right here. Can a relationship work with no gender roles?
And that's
Yes.
what we've been saying
That's
the whole
what
time.
we're talking about.
The whole time.
You said when we started out
whole
that
time.
there has to be some type of
I said a certain
gender-
type of. I said certain type of gender roles. That's all I said. I didn't say me. I said certain type.
But B, you're saying even with certain types, you're saying that there has to be some type of capacity of a traditional
That's
setting
exactly what you said.
in the relationship, and we're just giving examples for you to say yay or nay to.
And I just
Yes,
said
you
it.
do
I
that.
said to me, yay for me. If you say no, it's all going to be equal. Cool. So it's all equal in your relationships that you have.
That's what he said.
Okay. All right.
Is it all equal?
Yeah, it's all
Next
equal in your
topic, bro.
relationship.
Next
It's all
topic.
equal in your relationship.
What about
For
you?
me?
Yeah.
Yeah, so so I'm glad that you asked. So in areas where I lack and she's A1 at, I'm gonna let her go ahead and take the wheel on that. I have no problem in doing that. That does not take away from my masculinity. That doesn't take away from me being a man. None of that, because it's me being strategic and smart. Like, I'll just say this. I'll throw myself under the bus. If my chick was more so mechanically inclined,
She
than
fixing
me,
that car. I'm not wasting
You know
no
what I'm saying?
money.
I'm not going. Now I'll go out there and help prep work or something. I'm
Look,
gonna make sure that
I might even actually try to learn something.
I'll shadow. What is it? Shadow her or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And try to learn something. Make sure that I can do whatever I can to help. But if I know I don't know my way, hold on. If I know I don't know my way around a car engine, but she does because her dad put that in her way back when or whatever, babe, go ahead and handle it.
Knock that out.
Matter of fact, I'll pay you.
So,
you know what I'm
so you're saying there's no gender roles.
For me, no. We're it's 2022. Like, the thing is, hold on. If she is lacking in the spot
All right.
where I excel, I'm gonna pick up that slack and vice versa. I think that's for me, my personal opinion. We move as a unit. That's what we're supposed to do in a relationship.
I'm in the middle between you guys. So you guys know I'm more traditional. However, the bigger picture for me is partnership, right? So when I was married, I took care of the kids. I cooked, I cleaned. He came home from work, dinner was right there on the table. I timed it. Boom, he didn't have to worry for nothing. However, but when I stayed home and I didn't work, because he said, you know what, stay home with the babies. We took in foster kids. I washed the cars. He was better. He's better at mowing the lawn, but I mowed the lawn because at the end of the day, although I'm traditional and I'm going to do what I could for my man to support him providing, which was, gender, whatever. However, at the end of the day, it's a partnership.
I agree. But most relationships, I would say, you do have a certain gender role dynamic. If you guys say it doesn't, okay, but
I'm waiting on you to define what that is.
I was going to ask you the same thing. Can you
You've been saying it, but you have yet to define it.
Yeah.
I'm going exactly what the meme says on certain things, on what the meme just said. I'll go back to what the meme says about the cooking, the cleaning.
So
There
you're
are
not.
gonna be
So
gender,
you're not
gonna be
cooking.
gender.
You're not.
I
cooking.
said there's certain things. If I don't cook, I'm taking her out to eat. So that's
Okay.
what does that say?
So you're
Both
not.
ways.
So are you not cleaning?
Hold
the
on,
house?
hold on. What does that say?
No, we address.
Okay, I didn't want so we all. I'm addressing it. I'm addressing it.
Okay.
So
what about cleaning the house? Is that for her to do, or you to do, or are you going to help in that? Or
I definitely help with that.
Okay. I mean, because I know you. I know how you are with cleanliness. So I was just saying.
William said
You work on each other's strengths.
I said.
But but at the but there are still. But I agree with you too. That's why I said there's a
certain gender that's going to.
So it's like yes. At the end of the day, I'm gonna cook. However,
take a woman out the first time. Are you looking at her to pay? But are you paying? But is that a gender? Is that gender specific?
All right. No. I'm let me ask you something. Because we've had this conversation before. I think this was Toom's debut episode where he was very candid and you gonna pay for me, right? Pay if you ask, you're paying, right? You should. But if a woman,
I don't care if it's the first or the 10th date. You ask me out, you're paying.
Most
people
don't agree. Don't do that.
If the woman is
woman thinks,
I don't care. Listen, I don't care.
Oh my God! Hold on. Let me get this out, please.
You asked me.
I want to ask him this, please.
Stop it.
To B. So if a woman is asking, if she's offering to pay on the first date, you're gonna go, no, don't do that.
No, I'll take care of that.
I'm okay. Okay, that's your truth. All right.
You wait.
All right.
So wait.
All right.
What about you, Nate?
Grown. I'm not dating no 15-year-old that don't know what to do with her money. If she's grown enough and says, "Hey, I'll pay. Thank you. I appreciate it. Cool. I got the next one. No big deal." What?
Have you ever went out with a woman and she expected you to pay on the first date?
Yes. I think that's 90% of women.
Plenty of times.
But
I've went out with plenty of women that said,
I'm good.
I went out with plenty of women that said, I got it. Don't worry about it. First date or not.
Okay.
So, listen, maybe you just got to step your
That happened to me one time, B.
Maybe you got to step your
One time where I went out, the homegirl, and she paid.
Always pay for the first date.
Wow.
Did you say you always paid?
First date,
Oh, wow.
always.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Always the first date. But now
listen, miss me with the silly 1975 gender roles. It's 2022.
I will let him pick it up because for me, I don't want no pressure. I don't want no expectations. So for me, it might be a little. But I say
for you, it's security. I understand that.
But when someone asks me out, I'm probably telling him no 5 to 10 times before I go out. So when I decide, like, yeah, I'm feeling you, I'm gonna. No, I'm for real because I don't share my energy like that. So by the time I'm interested, you might not ask me out again. So I'm asking you out.
Julie be giving them Heismans, boy. That's high.
No, for real. But when I'm feeling you, and
first,
I'm
last,
gonna do
third,
it.
fifth. I don't care.
I always pay
don't matter
for
to
the
me.
first date.
Don't matter to me
because of just I guess you can attribute it to a gender role, but it's just I've just always been the guy to go, hey, I asked you out. 9 times out of 10, that's what the situation is. So if I'm asking Julie out or a young lady out, I'm paying. Right. I'm not going to be expecting her to pay or William even go half or none of that.
Like William just said, whoever
but
asks.
If a woman offers.
It's a totally different thing. That's not what I'm saying is, and I agree, but for me, it's a first date without, who cares?
Exactly. Who cares? That for me. Listen, that's my purpose. Who cares? I don't trip off. Well, I got listen. But I'm gonna be honest with you. Hold on. I'm gonna just say this. Gender role or no gender role, nobody can make me feel like a man or less of a man, but me.
There you go.
And my actions.
There you go.
So I don't care if she pays, I pay. The alien pays. Right?
It don't matter.
That don't matter to me because it don't demasculate me. You know what I'm saying? I'm still a man. I still am who I am. All that. You know what I'm saying?
And you don't let nobody dictate or tell you. That's corny.
Again, so for whatever works for B, great. Whatever works for Nick, great. What works for Anthony works. So
I was just about to say that at the end of the day, whatever works for you, the program that you on, however you walk under the sun works for you. Boom. Cool.
Do you? Hey, make your move.
Do you?
Do you, man?
Hey, put some pepper in your stepper.
You know.
But can we also say the expectation is that I almost think I gotta hear this. Is it an expectation? No, hold on. So you want to tell me the expectation? A woman's expectation when she goes out the first date, ain't for the man to pay. No. Okay.
Nope. Now, again, I think it really goes to who's asking for the first date. Yeah. Right? Because here's the thing, right? Like, you know why I would say that women now.
It's different
nowadays now have less problem paying because they also have less problem asking men out, right? I think it's more rampant, or I wouldn't say rampant, but if maybe that's not the word y'all.
No.
But I think it's
stay with that.
I think it's more appropriate now and okay now for women to ask men out, right? Where
Acceptable.
Traditionally, it wasn't, right? Traditionally, it was the man's job.
Yeah.
Traditionally, it was the man's job to do, you know what I'm saying, the courting and all of that. Now you see women that are actually, go after what they want. Women, shoot your shot. Steph Curry that joint. So again, if you're gonna shoot the shot, make sure you do it right.
Hold on. So how about this then? Because this is an interesting one. I've been at the gas station and you seen a man. How about this? I want to call your ass out there. We go. Yeah.
Uh-oh. Hold on. What's about to happen?
I didn't want to go there.
I think I know. I think I know.
I didn't want to go there, especially when they want to try to call me. See, I'm just like, okay.
Why are you gonna do me like that?
So when they're at the gas,
Barry, per my last email, Crosby.
When they're at the gas, do you get out and pump the gas? Or do you?
Their gas or my gas?
Their gas. They say gas. Oh, I'm done. Shopkulture. You see what I got to deal with?
No, hey, man.
Hey.
Now
listen. When I was younger and I was living my life a whole different way.
Talk to me.
Okay. Hold on, listen. Do you want Tune to be honest?
I agree. Facebook
all the way.
I
agree.
All the way real,
if the
all
man
the way
asks,
live.
She expects him to pay.
Yes. I agree.
Okay.
If I ask, I'm paying.
Nope.
Why? Like, if I ask you out, I'm asking to take you out, right? I'm not asking you to take me out. I'm not gonna call up the woman and say, "Hey, do you want to take me on a date tonight?"
You know some of these brothers do.
And they some suckers.
I ain't never in my life asked.
Never in my life. That sounds weird, bro. It sounds weird coming off my tongue. Right. Now,
but I guess you can attribute that to a gender specific, gender role or whatever.
Gender specific. They're like, oh. So okay, back to it. So
now, hold on. Now
back to the pumping.
All right.
So
now, hold on. Now listen.
That's not gender specific. I want to be sure.
Hey, but you know what though? Some people believe it is. Now, listen, I'm gonna be very candid on how I speak about this. And I got some of my young bucks, you know what I'm saying, that follow your boy on Instagram. So I'm not gonna get too ugly. But when your boy was living his life in another matter, in another way, in another time, in another life, no, hell no, you better get up and pump my gas. But again, different person, different life, different lifestyle.
And with that being said, Sugar Free will be at the Crocodile on September 11th, my birthday. But so if you guys want to come and check a pimp out, I'm just playing.
But listen, another life, another lifestyle. But I wasn't dating. Okay. But I wasn't dating either. You understand me? We're not talking about significant others.
I was pimping.
Hey man, I've never. Listen, I've never ever been a pimp or been associated with pimps. I don't know nothing about pimping.
Man.
Okay. It's just the way I lived my life at the time. It's just the way I grew up around a certain group of men, and they lived their life a certain way and did their thing a certain way. And it's just what I'm not saying it was a good or bad habit, whatever you want to call it. You can judge me for it.
I got you. What's understood need not be explained.
I'm not gonna lie. Facebook user, yep, I sure did. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Listen, when I was a younger dude, you know what I'm saying, and again, when I lived my life a different way and I lived my life in a different style, I sure did. Yeah.
Well, you grow.
But again, it was a different time. It was a different lifestyle. I was moving different. You know what I'm saying? I was doing things different. You know what I'm saying? So
we all change with time. We evolve.
We evolve. We grow. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not like, hey, y'all know Tune. Y'all know me. I ain't never been one.
That's what changed it.
Yeah, that will change.
They say that's usually what it is.
Nope.
I ain't saying that's your case, but they say that's usually what it is.
You just
when the man has the daughter.
Sometimes you just got to do your thing. Sometimes you just got to grow as a man. Sometimes you just got to evolve. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, Kenneth said it. Kenneth.
Hey, a woman.
That's a unicorn.
Oh, go ahead.
Come on, KB. You know what it is, baby. Come on, man. My boy KB coming through.
That's a unicorn right there.
But again, it was just a different time for me. You know what I'm saying? I was a younger man. You know what I'm saying?
I think when you're young, though,
I was doing things very, very differently. You know what I'm saying?
You just see
very different.
And you see things differently when you're younger because you look things like that.
What I do it now?
Yeah, I was just about to say what is it like now?
I'm pumping my gas, but I don't really ride.
What if you're riding?
I don't really ride. I don't.
Just say she picked you up.
I probably pump it.
You were drinking.
I mean,
or something. And she was
well, it's questions for Toom. I'll let him answer
it.
Well, for one, I don't ever put myself in any situation where I can't get myself out.
So you're never riding shotgun.
I don't like riding shotgun. I'm just being honest.
You're always driving.
I prefer it.
This answer. So would you pump it?
I already did.
Okay.
Already answered the question. She's just trying to get down to the. I've already answered it. Yes, I would.
He said yes, he would.
I definitely have pumped my. We're in my girl's car and we're driving. I am riding shotgun. I mean, she's
so you did a gender role.
She's paying for it though.
Normally, even if I'm riding, I'm driving your car.
She's paying for her gas. I'm kind enough out of the kindness of my heart to get out and pump it for her. But the thing is, she is paying for it. I'm not paying for it. She's paying for it. It's her whip. It's her gas.
So you want to pay for your lady's gas?
It's her car. It's her car. The least I can do is get out and pump the gas, which is
But
what
it's a
I've done.
partnership.
That is partnership. That is us moving in unity. She paid for the shit. I pumped it. She didn't have to get out.
She better not come out here and be like, that ain't true.
She gonna say it's true.
Listen.
She'll say it's true.
And I mean, that's bare minimum. At least
She better not.
Yeah.
Listen, but
Because
see,
when
you know,
we're in
let's
my
go
whip,
back
she
to
don't
that.
get out and pump my
Normally,
gas. I pay
even
it.
if
And
I'm
I
in your
get
car,
out.
I'd rather drive.
Listen.
I was
If
gonna
I'm in
say.
your car, I'd rather drive.
Wait,
I was gonna say I was.
you see how quick I go in the passenger.
Yeah.
I'm just being honest. Like
She
I
don't.
don't
She
like
ain't
riding
tripping about
shotgun.
that.
Period.
She ain't tripping about that. She's like, oh.
I've driven across country 3 times.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm go ahead and drive my car. I don't care.
That's good.
I'm driving a big old Jeep. We gonna all listen. I'm about to act
gotta
up in
throw
that big
this
ass
last-
Jeep too.
This was okay. So real quickly,
Last topic,
oh
yeah.
damn, yeah,
Last
we
topic. Quick question: How often do you like to talk on the phone with your significant other? What if he/she believes in keeping in touch with you throughout the day? That's wow.
Real quick, shout out to my son who just checked in on Instagram.
Oh, he's
What's up,
watching?
dude? I love you, boy.
He's watching. Hey, pump that gas.
You better get out and pump her gas.
You better listen to your Uncle B, man. He teaching you life lessons, bro. He teaching you life
No matter
lessons.
if you riding shotgun or not. Get out. No, I'm just playing.
That's not being
I'm just playing.
I just think.
about being a gentleman.
Listen, it was another time. Can we get off the?
No,
You see what you did, man?
I did. I had
See
it.
what
I had
you
to. I didn't want to. I had it in the back pocket the whole time.
It's good content.
Hey, you been holding on to that
I've been
for a
holding
minute
on.
too.
I'm on this.
He
one.
had
for
that
a
one.
minute,
He had
boy.
that one in the chamber.
Man, he had that queued up, baby.
He had it in his notes.
He had that queued up, boy.
Hysterical. I love this, Paris. Go electric. They won't match.
She just got to tell she got a Tesla. Yes, we know
I
your
love it.
Tesla is tight.
I
Yes.
love it. I love
Right,
it.
look, Pitt, listen, we know you driving something nice. You
Yeah.
don't call me out like that. You ain't got to put your
Ah,
mom on blast.
goodness.
I'm just driving the Tahoe. man.
Loopholes. The key
Woo.
to life. All right.
She good there.
What do y'all think about this last topic, though? Like,
Still gas is
are
better,
you-
though.
Are you on the phone with your significant other all day
Gas is better for a
or
car.
not? What's going on? Texting, whatnot.
Listen,
No, I don't like the car. I don't like calling.
you know what though? I'm not gonna. I sit at a desk most of the time during the day, so I'm bored. So I'm gonna probably jump on the phone.
Damn.
I mean, well, you know me, B. I be calling you, man. What you doing, man? I'm bored over here, bro. I ain't got no work to do.
He said, "I need a wife quick."
Ooh. William Mark, I need a wife.
No,
Ooh.
that was good.
Ooh.
Depends on the partner and their needs. Some people's love language is time and verbal
Paris.
information.
Paris said, no, it's not. Gas or electric, guys? Which one? What do you guys think for that? Gas or electric? Real quick.
Well, because I've never actually owned the electric, I ain't even really got an opinion,
Electric.
so-
If I could, electric. That's probably my next go-to.
Gas got better. Gas, you can hear the motor and it's more power.
B want that hum.
Man, I like that hum.
He like that hum.
You know, I like that hum, man.
And you know me, man. I'm a Charger Challenger.
Yeah, come
dude,
on, then
give me-
you going
give me
gas.
that Hemi
They're
joint.
discontinuing. They're discontinuing those next year.
I
just
know.
so
That's
y'all
why I'm
know.
about to get my Hemi. Trust me, I sold
Just
mine.
so
I
you
sold
know.
mine the year after my father passed.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
saying I'm
I
buying
thought
that
they're
new one.
going to rebrand and everything. They're not rebranding?
No, they're discontinuing the Challenger and the.
I wonder why they did that. That was one of the highest. Man.
because it sold so hot so much.
Damn.
And now
Those cars were.
Now they sit in a lot of places.
Yeah, those are the best cars. I miss my
I
Charger.
love them, boy. I miss my.
I'll
Charger.
go
You
ahead.
remember that baby blue
I'll
thing?
answer this
Man, I had
question
that
real
black on
quick.
black. Oh.
I don't mind being on the phone. Well,
Oh. Are we back on it?
texting. I can do texting, but like actually on the phone, like because I got so much stuff going on.
Niggas, all right. You
know
like
what,
phone.
though?
There's
Yeah,
nothing wrong with
like,
I'm
that.
a bad texter.
I can't be on.
I don't
Everybody
like-
in this room will attest that.
Yeah.
Toom is a horrible responder. So I'm like, if you got something really to say, call me real quick. But don't all that sitting on my phone all day. You know what I'm saying? Back and forth. Like I need a breather.
Don't you when you're on the phone, you just run out of things to talk about. Like you just, man, it gives you about 2 minutes. How's your day? Good. Man.
No, see, I can carry on. I'm a conversationalist. I can carry on a conversation.
But you know what though, B? That's because most of the time you working with your hands. You ain't got time to really hold your phone. So you're like, let me get done, get it over. You know.
You ain't lying about that. Great point.
there are situations
Because
where
you know what the thing about it? You'll sit on the phone when I call you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I was
saying?
saying.
Like when you got time, you're a conversationalist. But when you're working throughout the day, you move to
and
you,
that's exactly
you
what I
move
was gonna
too
say.
much.
But
Like
it's
if I have
periods
something
though. Like I
going
can
on,
talk. We don't.
I can't be on the phone.
We can talk once a week and that's good. We're
Yeah.
talking about relationships when you
Yeah.
gotta call somebody like every day. That's a lot to ask somebody.
Yeah, see, in that
Every
aspect,
day, I
it's
don't mind
just
to call
like,
it every
yeah.
day, but we're not gonna do
No,
it
we
all
see
day.
text.
No, because
Text
9 times you're gonna see that person anyways later on that day. So it's
That's
just like,
well. That could
you
be
know.
true too.
Not your boy.
Oh.
Not your boy.
How many
I
times
say
out of
9.
the week?
I would say 9 times out
How
of 10.
many times out of the week?
Depending on the situation, 9 times out of 10 though. You know.
Every day.
Shit, hold on.
Oh.
No.
So So, how many times in a week will you see your significant other?
If you're talking about long distance, because I feel like that's what you're talking about. Long distance.
No, we talking about.
Nick,
I'm talking about Julie. I don't know about two.
You know something?
Julie.
Wait,
I
Nick,
don't
what do you
know long
know?
distance. Are you talking about long distance? I'm gonna give you the mic.
What you know? Nick, what do you know over there?
I don't know nothing.
Oh, shit.
I know nothing.
You know what's going on? Somebody dating.
shit.
Somebody
I know
dating.
nothing. Let's just say hypothetically, long distance.
Oh my
Got
god.
the dating little update underneath this.
Oh my god.
Who dating out here?
Wait, who's dating?
I don't.
Sound like you.
Yeah.
I'm asking the question. That's all I
He was
Hope it
just
ain't like the
asking
last
a
one.
question. Nick
Uh-huh.
knows nothing.
Is it like the? Are we like the?
Wait, what?
We said somebody
what's the
said.
question?
Somebody, let me see. Somebody said it's not like the last one. Okay. all right.
Wait, what?
I don't know.
Anybody say
Nah.
No. No.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know what's going on.
Man, listen. I heard it.
No, you didn't.
I heard
No,
it.
you didn't.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I'm gonna tuck that
Nick,
one
what
away.
happened?
No.
Yeah.
No.
So,
I heard
Angela,
you, bro.
Thank you, Angela. Again, how many times I see them per week depends on the partner. So that's the question.
That's the
Okay,
question.
so basically, it's. I don't like a lot of people.
We
so
know.
I
We
mean,
know. That's what we're saying.
Yeah. No, I don't like a lot of people, so I can't. So I can't deal with a lot of people.
Wait. What's going on with you? What's going on over here?
Yeah, I don't.
What's going on over
here?
Okay,
Something going on.
If it's a man that you do
So
Wait,
if
wait.
it's somebody that I like, I want to talk to him every day. Now,
Oh, here come that accent. Julie about to get serious.
You about to get
You
she
hear-
looked in- she
I want
looked in
the
his
every
eyes,
day.
I love it.
She looked in his eyes.
She turned on that rose with the red a little bit.
Oh wait. Now you are. Ooh.
No, that's that Boston. Yeah, that's that Boston.
So I think it depends. Somebody that I may be talking to right now, I want to talk to him every day.
Maybe.
Okay.
Or
You
do you
know?
talk to him every
Why you
day?
looking up like that? Let's go.
Do you talk to him every day?
Yes.
So,
but,
thank you for answering the question.
but-
Two is cold.
You know me, baby. I'm gonna get down to the
you
nitty.
got it.
So we talk every day, but he also knows how to hold a conversation, whether it's text,
good
whether
guy.
it's phone call, whether it's FaceTime. Sometimes we talk all day, and sometimes we just talk
All day?
like
ain't lying.
you
What
know,
is that?
it all just depends. If it was, and I like to see him at least a couple times a week.
How many times we see him?
Like
0.
what?
How many times do we see him a week? You said you'd like
Well,
to see him a few
I
times.
tried to bare minimum twice, and then once I told him that, he stepped it up, and then we saw each other like every day for a week. So it
Was
just
it a requirement for him to step it up? Or
no,
is
no,
that
no.
something
He
like,
just did. Like, yeah, I think he was just like
interest increased.
matching
Yeah, matching energy.
And you
You
didn't mind
know,
it.
So this is getting.
I like him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is serious.
Well, it's serious because
This
I
is
don't be
serious.
liking everybody.
Yeah, it's serious.
Sometimes you got to get down to the nitty gritty.
Hey, bro.
That's all I was, trying to do.
I was trying to.
Tuma, I appreciate your assistance.
Bro, you know I got your back, dog.
we went 10 and we got it done in 1. I
Come
like.
on, baby.
Hey,
You know what I'm talking about?
okay.
All right. Well, we know B ain't really
What?
keen on being on the phone with anybody.
I like them to come visit me.
Look, B will take 2 days to call motherfucker back.
All right.
Listen, they come and visit.
I gotta text B a prompt. Hey man, can I get into the chair and get a cut? Oh, call me. But if I was just to try to call him without that prompt,
Hey, B, hey, this is serious, bro. Answer the phone. I'm about to call you, bro.
Anyways, guys, I like when
He always answers the phone.
when it's you, Julie. Yes.
I'm about to say, there you go.
About to say.
Because what?
But wait, hold on. She ain't seen me though
Always.
every day, so hey, ain't me. Ain't me that she see.
I'm done with
Hey,
you.
but he said he answered the
Hysterical.
phone every time she called.
He did, didn't he?
You got that. You caught that.
Well,
Shopkulture, y'all. This was
hey,
good.
this is a good
This is what
episode.
we do here, y'all.
We have
I
gone
love this.
14 minutes over
That's
for you
all right.
guys because we've been out of, we've been over yonder for 2 weeks dealing with it, and we're happy to be here.
Just happy to be back together, man.
You know, this is it's lovely. The
This is
vibe is
fellowship,
right.
man.
Yeah, right. So,
And just back together.
hey,
We ain't never.
hey. So,
Shout out to. We
Well, I'm
missing one
Ralph, and the
person.
rest of y'all just new edition.
Where you at, T? No, T is in.
damn.
Oh, damn. T is in Jamaica.
But
Yes,
Johnny
he is.
Gill was better than Ralph.
Man, listen, hey, I ain't denying the fact that he had a better voice.
Johnny Gill was
That,
better.
wait,
right?
are we talking? Yes, that's all I said. Johnny Gill.
B,
That's it.
you know better than you know.
Johnny Gill.
But he,
Wait, Who's your guys' favorite? Who's your guys' favorite out of there? Johnny Gill, Bobby Brown, Ralph T.
I'm gonna go Ralph T.
Ronnie.
I'm gonna go Ralph T.
Man.
I mean,
Ralph had a great sound.
Ricky Bell is
range.
under. Ricky Bell
Johnny Gill had way better range. So I'll give you that one from the argument.
Yeah.
Way better range.
Sensitivity was the cut too.
Oh yeah, I still play that.
But
Rick,
Hey, y'all know I walk in here almost every week. What's the new edition play? Y'all know me, man.
I get it.
Come on.
Come on, man. Listen, y'all know
That's
I'm sorry
me.
she ain't my type.
I'ma say
You know what
Bobby
I'm saying?
Brown.
Y'all know I'm sorry she ain't my type, man.
Wait, I don't know what's happening.
We talking about new edition.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, Rob Transvant, Ricky Bell, you know, Ricky Bell, that dude got pipes.
Wait, when they allowed Ricky to go,
that dude
Ricky
went,
could
right?
really go.
But
Right?
they didn't
When they
allow-
allowed him
they
to
didn't
go,
allow
I
him.
feel like they held him back a lot.
I liked actually. He's one of my favorites, and for some reason.
Because like when you heard him blow, he could really tear it down.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Bobby
Cuddy,
Brown,
I love you, boy.
Bobby Brown, easily.
Yeah.
Bobby Brown, easily. You know, Bobby Brown.
But that's just because Bobby, like you enjoy Bobby because Bobby's just wild.
The man's wild, talented, and all that. Like,
I'm gonna pump the gas.
Zay!
I'm gonna pump the gas. That's what I want to do.
Zay!
Are you gonna pump the gas? Are you gonna pump the gas?
Is it hot outside?
Hey, are you gonna pump the gas?
Eat the
Let me
cake
hear
anime.
it. Let me hear it.
Eat the cake anime.
Ooh. I'm gonna get some cash.
Okay,
Just say I plead the fifth.
Go ahead.
Shopkulture.
Go ahead and take us out, man. Before we get to
Shopkulture, y'all. Thank you guys for tuning in. Another edition. You guys know what it is. Shopkulture every Tuesday at 8 o'clock. We're back.
Man, it's good to be
Yeah,
back in this.
we needed this.
all right,
We needed this.
a word from our sponsors, and then we are out. Y'all have a good night. Thank you for tuning in. We will see y'all.
Women pay for dates.
Okay.
Shoot your shot.
All that.
All the above.
All that good stuff.
Initiate sex. Oh, no, my bad.
No, for real.
Hey, I'm so
No, for real.
Oh, I'm so glad I cut the line.
Before we go to our sponsors, yes. Please initiate,
Uh-oh.
because I don't know what it is, but y'all want us to initiate the sex, and then
Tell
on
them
top
they-
of that, do all the damn work.
Oh,
I don't have a problem with doing the work, but it's like, god damn, like, can you like oblige
Listen, hey,
me?
I put the work in, but help a brother out.
Please,
warm
like,
this joint
yeah,
up.
please, warm
Warm this joint up.
Thank you.
Yes.
Something.
So I can just lay back like I like
I
to.
would like to just lay down and
And I don't have to.
No, jump in there. What you got to say?
So
Shopkulture.
y'all with women that don't.
Oh.
So hold on.
Clearly, by the way I'm expressing myself, that has happened to me.
Oh.
What is it?
You ain't never had a lazy sex partner?
Thank you, Tim.
Oh, Toom, don't
I'm
do
a
that.
giver,
Toom,
so.
Toom, don't do that.
Well,
Go ahead, pound that on the
Who's this?
camera.
Wait, who's this mystery guy? We got to find out.
We got to see what he getting, man.
Yeah.
We need him on.
Hey,
can we pump
hold
the
on.
stool up?
Hey, Toom, he pumping gas. We know that.
We know he pumping some real gas.
gas.
he's cooking meals, pumping the gas.
Hey,
Look, he showed up 7 days a week, bro.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah. He's fulfilling the Amazon wish list. He's doing
definitely handling his gender role.
Hey man, okay.
Hey, bro, I'm with him. Hey, hey, I'm with
He
you.
on
bro.
your side. You got, hey, tag team.
Come over.
We gonna pop a stool up for you, my G.
Hold on. Come over. Come. Shopkulture.
All right, y'all. All right.
We get people in trouble.
We out. We ain't trying to get nobody in trouble.
We just had to.
Yeah.
We just play
No,
it,
but
guys.
for real, what B said, initiate sex. Play your part,
Want him to join up.
please. Melissa?
It's all right to be.
If you are in the market to buy or sell your home, land, or property, it is in your best interest to work with a professional that cares and keeps your best interest first always. Melissa Williams is your agent, very customer service oriented, knowledgeable in all steps in the delicate process of your investment, and here to turn your dreams to reality. Call her now, 253-293-1056. That's 253-293-1056. www.melissawilliams.com.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Don't you deserve a newer vehicle for 2022? Go see Ralph at Max Auto Plus Tacoma. Good credit, bad credit, always with the lowest interest rates possible. Cars, trucks, SUVs, and everyone sees the Carfax. The best customer service ever. Log on to GoSeeRalph.com or call 253-230-1494. That's 253-230-1494. Oh, one more thing. Did you know you get $200 cash money if you bring Ralph a customer? What are you waiting on? Go see Ralph. Max Auto is located at 12918 Pacific Avenue, South Tacoma. Get up and go see Ralph.